Hello? Hello, hey, what's up? Hi, how are you? Who's here who's ready to play on some afterlife? Hello, hey, hi, what's up? Wait, where's my... Hello! I couldn't find my be right back button. James, thank you for subscribing. Well, let me actually put... I just realized I didn't do, Let me put up what our goal is for the month, because I don't think I've done that. This is still old. I also don't know how many subs we're at. Let me just set that up real quick. Hello, hello, welcome everybody. How we all doing? We all hanging in there, having a good time, hanging out? Hello, 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 hello. Dudes, let me get, to sub goal. We're going to start it fresh because it's been a while. So we're going to do, 0 and let's see. Boom, boom, boom. We're just going to leave it there. We're going to leave it for the month. I'm not going to touch it anymore. Dude, I'm so in love with my new mouse. I could change the color of the glow on it, so I made it match my keyboard. Thank you guys all who subbed. Also, because I haven't done any of the subathon streams yet, I am going to be doing choices tomorrow, cooking next week. Spore, I don't know when. Spore, I kind of want to hold off on because I want to do it when there's a Wilbur nearby because I'd like him to do it with me. But I'm going to do choices tomorrow and cooking next week. I don't know if anyone's going to join me for cooking. I don't know what I'm going to cook yet, but I'm thinking we're just going to go for it. Welcome, dudes. Thank you for the raid. Uh-oh, Bella, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thanks for gifting. T-Snide, thanks for subscribing. Naren, thanks for subscribing. Leon Boy. Monkey Fighting Snakes, Crazy Cake, Net Grace, thank you guys for subscribing. Oh boy, oh my god, so many people already. Alyssa, thank you for subscribing. James, thank you for the prime. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Athena, Cable, thank you guys for subscribing. Hello! Welcome. When am I gonna play Origins next? That'll probably be Friday. I think I'm gonna do Afterlife today. We're gonna build a little something. And then later today and tomorrow, I'm gonna finish the build only for the YouTube episode off of stream. Tomorrow's stream, we're going to do choices and probably like a little bit of Am I the Asshole on Reddit? Because those are fun. And then hopefully by Friday or Saturday, I have my next Afterlife video ready to go live if we finish what I need to build today and I finish the rest of it tomorrow. Friday, we're going to do Origins and then hopefully maybe Sunday, another Origins, and then I have an Origins episode. Because I've only done one Origins episode. More Gigi, thank you for gifting a sub. Princess, thanks for subscribing. Hello, welcome everyone. Look at my sweater, it has smiley faces on it. I love it. It's such a happy sweater. There's a purple one here. There's a pink one and a blue one down here. Oh, and we're going to do MCC practice. Oh, shoot, we have a lot of things to do. MCC's at the end of the month. Did we all see the teams for MCC? It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be such a good team. And I'm orange again. Scott loves putting me on orange team, I guess. Have you teamed with Illumina and Phil before? I haven't teamed with any of the people on my team at all before. So I have a complete team of people I've never played with before. Almost always I have at least one person I've done a team with. Mind you, I've been on every MCC. So like I've teamed with almost everyone at this point. Except now we do have a lot of new people coming in. So I haven't teamed with everyone anymore. But I've teamed with probably a majority of the MCC players. Just off the top of my head that I could imagine. Probably have teamed with almost everybody at this point. But I've hung out with Phil. I've hung out with Elena. I don't know Illumina. It's going to be such a fun team. I'm so excited. He has the high score in Hole in the Wall. So we're going to have 2 cracked Hole in the Wall players because I'm going to absolutely play and practice tons of Hole in the Wall for no good reason. There might not even be Hole in the Wall in the game. Hope there's Hole in the Wall in the game. Endless Creeks, thanks for subscribing. Pixie, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, dudes. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I can't think of... I mean, there must be some other people that I've never teamed with. There are a good amount of people I've never teamed with. But I've been in every MCC ever. Except for one non-canon MCC. I wish I could say I've been in every MCC, canon and non-canon, but there's one non-canon MCC I wasn't in. But like almost every single one. All the canon ones. Dude, it's going to be such a good team. And I'm going to practice so much this month. I'm going to practice so much. I am also, though, traveling again. Oh, my throat did a weird thing. I hated that. I'm going to visit family for a few days because I haven't seen them in a long time. But then I'm going to come back for MCC. I'm sorry I've been away so much. I didn't plan for April to be as much away time as it has been. I really didn't think, I didn't know how long I was going to be away for. But I'm going to see my family just for a few days. And then I'll be back for MCC. Oh, I have wedding stories. First, I drove around Utah. Then I drove from Missouri to Iowa. And Jack vlogged the whole thing for his channel. So if you want to see that, subscribe to Jack Manifold's channel. Terrari, thank you for being a tier 3. Thanks for subscribing. 26 months. Nimbus, thank you for the gifted sub. And then we stepped foot in Illinois for a second, but I wouldn't say that counts. But I've already been to Illinois before, so I can already say I've been there. But just stepping your foot in a state doesn't count as being there. You have to go there, you have to spend time there, and you have to shop and eat food there. Those are our criteria for being able to say, I've been to this state. So I've been to Utah now and Iowa, and I had never been there before. Utah was cool. Dude, Utah's airport's my favorite airport I've ever been in, and I've been in a lot of airports. Did I say, Rihanna, thank you so much for the prime? Thank you. They have an amazing airport. Renting a car there was the easiest thing I've ever had to do from an airport and then got back into the airport. Have I ever been to Wisconsin? No, I don't think I have been to Wisconsin. One day, I hope to have been to every state. And if I'm honest, I never imagined Iowa would be a state I'd even ever go to unless I planned specifically to go to every state. I did not expect Iowa to be knocked off so early. What did you eat in Iowa? I'm concerned. You're going to have to wait to find out where we went in Iowa because it is so worth it to watch whatever ends up becoming Jack's vlog about it. Sugar Sweet, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Have you ever been to Tennessee? I have been to Tennessee. If you didn't know, I was a host of Minecraft Live, and that literally took place in Nashville, Tennessee. So I got to eat there, hang out, go around to the different places. We are not building the birb house today. Let's get into what we're doing on stream today. I'm not building the birb house yet. We are going to build the tree for the birb house. I hate building trees, and pretty much the only way I can make myself build the things that I don't want to build is to do it on live stream. So we're going to build the tree, and then off stream tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to finish for the YouTube video, the birdhouse part of it. So that part will be a surprise to you guys, because I really like having Afterlife be mostly YouTube exclusive. I feel like it's really made the video so exciting to see for everyone and to wait for. But we are still going to do a stream building the tree because, dear God, one, I might die because I'm just a burb. I'm just a small little burb with a very few amount of hearts and a very few amount of armor pieces. And two, I don't think this is going to end up being like the most entertaining for a YouTube video. So we're just going to knock out the tree part. I'm going to log in later to film the intro to the YouTube video and be like, ah, shoot, grew a tree in my house by accident. So let's go build a tree house. I mean, a tree for the house later. Boop. I meant to log in already before. I haven't been on in a while. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happened there? Oh, that's where I've been putting my sleeping bag. I got rockets. Everyone was quick to tell me I don't need the rockets because I have the bird ability. Everyone said I don't need them because the bird ability is basically the same thing. It's a bit slower. It is still a bit slower. Okay, Lizzie's AFK. We're going to end up sleeping. Look how short I am. Look, I have horses spawning around my house now. It's so cool. I did see Sonic 2, actually. I didn't... It was fine. I'm not a Sonic fan enough, I think, to really love these movies. Sonic 1 and 2 were, like, just equally alright. Let me... There we go. And I get to sleep. And luckily, because we'll be building this tree, I'll be around for long enough to then hopefully grow my wheat farm around the house. Oh man, getting sugarcane's hard now. Look how small. Because I'm still working on getting books from this villager. I don't know when that's ever gonna... I'm gonna see the fruits of those labors. I still can't enchant. I am, however, gonna visit the new bookshop on the server. That's what I'm gonna do. One more emerald. But look how many bookshelves I have. I do have a good amount. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's not a good amount, actually. That's hardly any. Okay. I can remember which one's the one that launches me. Just checking for bad guys. Making sure. Making sure there's none around. We gotta wait for our wheat to grow. I think something else that I want to do is take down the willow tree, actually. I think I want to take that down. Because now I'm going to build a big magical birch glowing tree out of the top of my house. This spooky tree feels, you know, too spooky. Can I do my... I want to test something. Oh, yeah, that does work. But it's really, 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 really slow. So, not like the greatest. Let's get on top of my house. I'm so afraid of whacking my head, though. I need to get up there. I need to get up there. I miss my shadow teleporting ability. Look at my little birb self, though. Look at me. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button and I yeeted myself to the top of this tree. I'm so lucky I didn't whack my face. Playing carefully now. Playing carefully starting now. Playing carefully starting now. Woo! Wow, it really does give you a good boost, though. I need to get on top of the tree. Let's not confuse chirp with yeet button. I don't really care about keeping these leaves. They're spruce tree leaves. I need to get birch tree leaves, and maybe like a mixture of other things for the birch. We're going to make a giant birch tree out of my house. I also need to get end rods for it. Ooh, ooh. Oh my god, I almost had a panic attack. Yeeting myself just in F5 so I don't know where I'm about to whack my face at. What wall I'm about to splat into. Alright. Sad to see it go, but it doesn't fit the build that we got prepared. Alright. So we're just going to take it down real quick, and we're going to build... Hello? Impulse. Welcome, everybody. Hey, we're playing on a really sick, awesome, cool Minecraft server called Afterlife SMP. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. Hey, how's it going? I almost just died. I literally almost just died. The way this server works is we have a different origin. If you can't tell, I'm only 1 block tall. I'm a bird. I can do this. I didn't hit the wrong button this time. If I hit a different button, it just simply yeets me out into the world. Here, I'll show you, just with myself being prepared. Whee! Almost didn't hit space. Almost didn't hit space. I wouldn't... I also can die real easy. Now I'm stuck down here. I don't think I'm going to live very long with this one. I'm not going to lie to you. But welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. We're working on taking down a build and then building a new one. We're taking down this tree. Well, I hit space that time, and it didn't work. All right. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Maybe we stop using that ability. Maybe we just climb the tree. Yeah, this is fine. No, I really need to be on top of the tree. It is a dangerous world. This is Afterlife SMP. If I die as a bird right now, I will come back as an entirely different origin. I'm gonna put myself on top of the house, but I'm gonna build my way up because oh, I left a block. Oops. I left this one here from doing that exact thing. So, from up here. Woo! Okay, this is where we really need to take the tree down from. Also, if you want to know what kind of bird I am, I'm a blue tit. That is 100% the accurate, factual description of a bird that I sent to the person who made the skins on Beanie. I gave her a picture of a blue tit, and I said, I want to be a blue tit. So, there's that. E.E. Mickey, thanks for subscribing. Summer Lee and Nara. Mind Your Lemon, thank you guys for subscribing. Leon Boy, thank you for 144 bits. And 100 bits. I've been to Michigan. No, I haven't, I don't think. T-Witch Gremlin, thank you for subscribing. And Moss Blurs, thanks for and Pinata Time, thanks for subbing. We love our blue tit. Let's take this tree down. Taking this tree down, and we're putting up a really big magical birch tree that I'm going to build a birdhouse attached to. We're not building the birdhouse today, just the tree for the birdhouse, because the house itself is going to be a surprise for my YouTube video. But we need to take down this one because he's too spooky. From my last origin was a shadow. Is there a way to take down leaves fast other than shears? Because I also don't want to use shears. I hit shift and I got scared because I also have like memories of accidentally shifting through the floor as a phantom on Origins SMP. Oh, ho. Sweet. Because I don't want to keep the leaves. I am not in a position to be doing parkour as a birb. This is a pain in the butt kind of a build. I'm so excited to build the tree, though. I think I have a good idea on how I want to do it. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's the kind of tree I've never done before. That was the wrong one. Okay. I'm scared hitting shift because I keep thinking I'm a phantom. All right. But I can, in fact, hit shift safely. We'll pick those guys up. We might have to get back to the top. It is some slight MCC practice. We are going to do an MCC practice stream. Somebody in the comments of my video said, oh, I've had this origin before. What you need is feather falling. And they must not have had this origin before because you can only wear a chest plate with it. KWR Scarlet Louise, thank you for subscribing. John Price, Vatican Graffiti, 888 Sin, thanks for subbing. Is unfortunate, can't have shoes. Wish I could, though. Would love feather falling. They also told me to put some water around, but, you know, I think we'll be okay. All right, we're going to lose some of our vines, and I think that's okay. That was an accident. 2 hearts. I lost 2 entire hearts from falling that distance. That's a bit much. I also need food. Luckily, I don't get too hungry too often. But we definitely don't want to not have all our hearts full. We definitely want to have our hearts full up. Do I have dirt? I feel like I don't have dirt. I feel like I keep running out of dirt. I literally don't have dirt. Is there dirt in my house? Here's the inside of my house. We're also going to have to take down the flowers. I am literally going to do the bit of logging in and being like, oh my god, I accidentally grew a tree in the middle of my house. Chelsea Bay, thank you for the prime. Dirt, dirt, dirt. I do have dirt. Oh my god, I must have gotten dirt. I must have gone out specifically for getting dirt. Do. We'll pick up all these goodies. We don't want to lose the wood. We don't want to lose the lanterns. Okay. Most of it's gone. I wish the leaves decayed when you take the fences away, but they don't do that. Every time I see the teleport thingy, the waystone, I keep thinking it's like an evil guy. Okay. All right, let's go sleep. I need more light in here. This is still like not enough light. Oh, it's not nighttime. Boop, 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 boop. An evil little guy. I'm not an evil little guy. I'm a good little guy now. I was an evil little guy before. I wasn't that little though. I mean, I'm always kind of little. I'm 5'3". I think I've decided. Oh wait. No bad guys. Just horse. And all my dropped things. I've decided to stop lying to everyone and saying that I'm 5'4", because I think that the reality of the situation is I'm actually 5'3". I know. I'm upset about it too. All right. I think that bit. We should be able to reach these. Done. Let's pick up our junk. I think I got it all, actually. I wish I had bone meal. Oh, I need to make a compost. I could just make one. Oh, I wish I had the leaves now. Oh my god. I wish I got the leaves now. Phoenix, thanks for subscribing. Black Steel, thanks for subbing. How many lives do I have left? I still have 9 because I've only died one time. Let's put all this... I don't know what sticks are. Twig. Does that count in a compost? Let me make one. I don't remember how. I don't know how. How do I make a compost? Wait, let me Google image. It's all slabs. It's all slabs. It's all slabs. It's all slabs. All right. I don't know if twigs will go in there. I also have... Oh, I have birch leaves. Oak. I'll keep the oak leaves. I'll do these. I don't know if the carpet will go in there. I don't really have much else. These. This. I wish I could turn that back into seeds. That would be nice. Let's just put this by our farm. Like here. Gimme. And I might still have some. Okay, I didn't know if bushes counted. These will definitely count. We're gonna have to go chop a lot of birch trees too, because we're gonna need a lot of stuff. What? Oh, okay, so those don't work like that. But I didn't know they worked like that. I got 2. I have no bones. Also, these aren't supposed to be in here. And no bone meal. That's fine. We'll put these in here. These in here. We'll put these in here. I think I was growing... Yeah, I started growing wheat in here, too. Let's just get the ones that are grown. Because there are some. Oh, you know what else I have? Secret dead bush collection. Because of, Shadow Girl. Secret dead bush collection. Where'd I just put the seeds? Where'd I just put them? I have to sneeze. Bless me. Where'd my seeds go? Did I just put them down somewhere? Where did I... Hello? Did I plant them all? I shouldn't have. I just heard a drown get converted. Don't know where that happened. It's glitched, or what just happened? I ate it and planted one. Oh, no. Well, that doesn't work. That did 2. It's taking 2. That's what's happening. I'm not eating them. It's making me plant them 2 at a time. That's a glitch. I'm gonna go put that in the afterlife. That's weird, and that's gonna be a bit of a problem because I'm gonna starve to death if it keeps taking 2 seeds. Luckily, I can just... Oh, let's just go run around and break grass for a while. I've got 7. Let me get... Oh, wait, no, I gotta put one here. Oh, and these don't even count. Everyone was saying I should open a bakery, and that's kind of a cute idea because I'm going to be growing stuff a lot. Kind of love that. Gimme. All right, these don't count. And gee, I don't really know. Some of these give me 3, which is the only thing that's like keeping me in the positive on seeds right now. All right, well, we have 12. That'll do because I also don't get hungry very much. So that should be plenty. Let's put our dead bushes back and let's go chop down a bunch of birch trees. We're gonna build a giant one. Where? Oh, I don't have one of the things. We don't have our tools anymore because I died. So let's get... Oh, wait. What is it called? Hammer? Which one's the one for the tree? It's tree axe. So we need a block and 2 of those. Wrong chest. Wink. That'll do. I like making the amethyst ones still. They're just pretty, and I have a lot of them. Let's go chop down and then replant a bunch of birch trees. Let's take them from over there, just so I'm worried less about making my own area look ugly. We are going to replant them. Blink. We can always get more. Ooh. Oh.
Narrator. Narrates all.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Narrator. Off.
So another fun fact. Control, which is sprint. Sprint and B turn on narrator, and I turned B as my second ability. So if I'm running and I do my ability, the narrator turns on. All right, we're going to get a lot of these because I also want to turn the logs into like these kind of logs. Can you hear that? I hope you can't. Boink. That's a funky one. I also didn't mean to... Oh, man. I broke one of the ones with the lantern. That's okay. We'll hang him on this one. We have a bunch of lanterns in a lot of these trees. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to do that. All right. I don't know how many I need. And I'm gonna come back and put the saplings back. Oh wait! I just remembered the kind of tree I'm building. I don't need these. I'm building it out of slabs because. Oh. It's the short person club. You must be below 2 blocks height. I'm allowed in! I can put my sleeping bag down in here too. When I can sleep. Short gang club! Is sprint not a toggle? No, unless you make it one. You have to go out of your way to make it a toggle. I don't even know what tiny roles there are anymore. I don't know who's what these days. I've been away. Wait, is someone else on? Did someone else log in? I know Lizzie was on. Oh, but she was AFK before. All right, well, let's just stay here. Let's just stay in here for a little bit. Please don't tell me who's still small. That's not what I wanted. I don't need to know. Plus, you can trust me that I actually know better who is still what, because you don't know things that I know. But, a lot has happened in the last week, so. Stop putting spoilers in the chat. Please stop talking about who is what, because we don't want to spoil if anyone hasn't watched an episode. We're not looking for everyone to say what everyone is. Please and thank you. Not everyone's caught up on the series, and that's why I don't want you putting all the roles in the chat. I know who died. I know who died before you guys always know who died, so you don't have to tell me. I don't think we'll be sleeping, which is only like a little bit alarming because I can't go home. Here's a room. I only need one that's 1 block tall. Here's a little room. What are these? Oh, I like it. It's cute. It's a little crate. I want to sleep in the crate. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. I could just hide in here, too, if I feel like it. That's how little I am. That's fun. All right, well, we're kind of like just stuck here until the daytime. I didn't know I could fit through there. Can a baby zombie fit through there? Because then I'm screwed. I'm not meant for fighting. I'm not made for this. Scarlet Willow Plays, thanks for subscribing. Omega Lone Wolf, thanks for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Cute. I like it in here. I like it. It's for the small people. I'm one of the small people. There's an Enderman. And there's my trash. At least I could see. Oh, and it shows me boats, too. It shows me where there's a boat. What happened here? I want to build a bunch of those crates. Where are those at? Oh, I forgot I could just look up compost in here. Oh, it's so cute. I would absolutely sleep in it if I could just pop a little bed inside of it. So Small, thanks for subscribing. Oh yeah, how about I tell the story of... we can do a little story time because I said I would tell the tales of the wedding. Let's tell the tale of on the way, just getting to the wedding. Wilbur was in California already, so we went to Missouri together, and our layover was in Utah. That's how we ended up in Utah. However, we were not on the plane we were supposed to be on. Because when we were on the way to the airport, a lot of things happened in the morning, just that were all of the stars were not aligned. I keep hearing people talking. Not even 2 stars were aligned, and we missed our flight. We got to the airport and we missed our flight. So we went in, we got put on standby for the next flight, which happened to just be an hour after the first one. And it was still the same route. We were still going to Utah. I'll finish the story, don't worry. So we get on the first flight. It unfortunately lands 10 minutes after our connecting flight for the original flight was going to leave. So the layover between them wasn't enough for us to still make our second flight. But it was just even extra annoying that it was a 10-minute difference. But then we get put on standby for the next flight from Utah to Missouri. That doesn't happen to be until 9 p.m. that night. We got into Utah at 2 p.m. That's 7 hours of just airport, which we could have just sat around, ate food, and like, just, I don't know, done nothing. But we decided if we're going to have that many hours in Utah, we were going to rent a car and we're going to drive to the Salt Flats. And so we rented a car and I drove us to the Salt Flats. They smell bad. We didn't go all the way to like the really nice giant, like miles and miles and miles of just dry salt. We went to the part that is by the lake. We went to the lake, the Salt Lake. And it smelled like fish and poop and eggs. It smelled bad. But we went, and the mountains were really, really pretty. Utah's airport's really nice. And then we went back and we caught our next flight. We were not late for that one. And that, oh my God. And then this is the most wild part of the story. We get back to the airport and an hour before the flight's about to board, or like not even an hour before, we're at the gate an hour before, but then like right as we begin our boarding, we look over and Ted is there and he just happens to be on the exact same flight from Utah to Missouri, which is the flight that we weren't even supposed to be on in the first place, but he's on this flight. So we get to go with him to Missouri. And that was just really funny to have been in the airport an hour before sitting around at the gate, and we didn't know he was there on the same flight as us. So then we all board the plane, and then they tell us that the plane's broken. So we all get off the plane, and we just talk to Ted for another hour. And then we get back on our new plane that isn't broke at another gate. And then we arrive at 3 a.m. in Missouri. That's almost the worst time at an airport. Although it actually was, it was so much better. I don't think the original flight could have been a better adventure because we drove around in Utah. We got to go on a flight with our friend. I'm glad we missed our flight. It was actually the best experience. It was so cool. And I've already have missed flights before. I have horrible stories of when I've missed flights before. Yep. All right.
Narrator. Narrates all. Narrator. Off.
I just wanted to chirp. All I wanted was to chirp. I have such a cooldown with chirping. Can you explain the spooky basement? Was that smoke? That was weird. Yeah, Sneeg had an Airbnb, 2 sides of an Airbnb for the girls and boys, like the not girls and boys, bridal party, grooms, people, and we just were hanging out there and had a basement. Okay, that's all I wanted. There's a creeper. That's what, hello? That's what this ability is good for. I think there was also a spider over there. Star? Star? Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Can you hear that yet? Or is it too far away? Star? Hi. Hi. have a good sleep? Whoa, all the fish lit up and I got scared. There's a butterfly over there. All right, cool. Hi, baby bean. The eels are bad. We don't want to mess with the eels. All right, I think that should be enough birch. Because I am actually turning these into planks. There's like a type of tree build I'm going to follow. Okay, boat. I really actually love the ability to chirp. It's definitely saving my butt. It also shows the clock in an item frame, but... Okay, so... Something we need to do before we build the tree. When did you arrive in England? I didn't go to England. Are you confused? I haven't been in England in like almost a month. Maybe not quite that long, but it's been a while since I've been in England. I've been home. All right. We'll put more potted plants around though, don't worry. What's your favorite origin that has been rolled? I mean, my two have been my actual favorites. I feel like I got... Ooh. That can't stay there. I've been hiding my flowers in here every time I switch them out for the living ones. And the dead ones. Or the dead ones, rather. And people still think that that was real. And I think that's really funny. I think that's just really funny. All right. Well, the dead center is there. And just for the sake of marking it, I'm going to put... Wait, is that really? Ew, why is this... This was off center the entire time? Not in my house. Not having an unevenness in my house. So that's the middle. I'm also going to grab... those there. So we're gonna have to take him down, unfortunately. And that's okay. I have tons of birch. I didn't know. We're gonna turn all of these actually into planks, and we're gonna turn half of these into stairs, and then also these into stairs, and then another half of these into stairs, and then these into slabs. And we're not going to use the tree axe because it will ruin my house. We'll put that back somewhere because I feel like I need to have that. It was off center the entire time and I didn't know. I can't believe it. My brain is upset. Okay. So we're going to start with this. I'm following a build. Star, I see you. She's so happy that I'm home. Is that correct? Let me just watch the tutorial actually from the beginning. It's going to be a really, really cool, like big twisty tree. But thick. Star, I see you. I think, I don't know, should I build this tree? No, I kind of, you know what? Hi, baby bean. Hi. Hello. Did you miss me? You cuddled me so well last night. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I need to go give her food. I had enough food for her auto feeder for the exact 6 days I was gone, but I forgot to fill it for today. I did actually feed her. I'm a great cat mom. She has food. I'm just dumb. She just wanted to hang out. She didn't even want food. Uh-oh. All right, so I was going to do this really big twisty trunk kind of tree, and maybe I will still do those around my property, but now that I'm looking at it, it's not really going to work to hang my birdhouse off of it. So I am actually simply going to need a bunch of those. I don't know if I want all of them. Might as well, actually. And then I'll go chop a few more. All right, I totally messed that up. I wasn't sure what kind of tree I wanted to build, but I think actually what's best is just a regular tree. Yeah. There are so many good tree builds, though, that are, like, cool, big-ish trees. And I do want to add some, like, some extra bits in it to make it... Like, I want to add end rods into it and drippy vine stuff into it. And we just need to do it tall enough to hang a little birb house off of. And only a little one. I don't want a very, very big one. I'm literally gonna make a big thick birch tree. That's what it's gonna be. There we go. Your origin is the worst of armor. Oh, when it comes to, yeah, for armor, definitely. All right, now let us. My ability also follows me, so when I chirp and then move around, it shows me. Oh. Oh no. I still have. Boop. Well, this is no good. Oh, we need to get the saplings to replant these too. Blink. Where have I been chopping these down? Are there saplings? I have no saplings here. Did they all disappear already? They must have disappeared already. Mooshu, thanks for subscribing. Toxic Silver Gun and Snaps, thank you guys for subscribing. So small. I got so smalls. I am so smalls. Blink, blink. Why is Lizzie talking in a different language? In my last Afterlife episode, I thought it was really funny because a lot of the comments noticed Lizzie at the very, very last second. Oh, in my death episode, at the very last second, typed something, and they were like, you just spoiled her origin. And then proceeded to have the origin wrong. So, Junk, hi! Thanks for taking the time to stop in. I hope you've been good. I've been all over the place, and I'm going away again to visit family. I can't wait to not be traveling again for a while. I've been doing a bit too much of it. Oh, I think that should be good. I think that should be good. I only need a few logs that are not... Oh, let's hang around and grab these saplings that are falling, though. Why is she speaking? Is that Spanish? That looks like Spanish to me. You know what? I downloaded Duolingo, and I've been practicing Spanish. I don't want these twigs. That's not Spanish. Should I be learning Spanish instead? Hello? I've been learning Spanish. It's the only one that I think I have. Speak me more in French though, Lizzie, please. I like hearing people speak in French. I don't know if she said that because she can hear me. Or if, trying to sell some lamps here. Oh boy, I could use a lamp in my house actually. I could use a bunch of lamps. I bought a mushroom lamp off of Etsy. Do you have any mushroom lamps? What was that? Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I hate that. It might be... Oh, God. I'm going to my house real quick. Did you hear that? My heart's pounding because I can't figure out what that possibly would have been. Where's my cat? Star! I don't think she's over here. Something just dropped on the floor. Something... Something just dropped on the floor behind me. I'm scared. It was like... I don't know why I'm like scared in this moment. I was watching scary videos last night. That would be... But what was it? And where did it fall? It was something metal because I heard it do like a little multiple, little... Oh, I found it. It's right here. Oh, I'm just stupid. I think I did it. I think I knocked it down. I think actually... Wait, no. Where did this come from? Wait. Okay, so it's a bobby pin, which made me think it was one of the 2 bobby pins I have on my desk, because anytime I put bobby pins in my hair, I usually only just use 2. And I found one on the floor, so I was like, oh, I just knocked one of my 2 bobby pins down. No, the 2 bobby pins are here. I don't know where this one came from. This is just a different one. But where did it come from? Ghost bobby pin. Do you remember when I found like a piece of my clothes just dropped in the middle of my room? Out of nowhere? In my house that I lived in alone? The ghost is trying to do her hair. Aww. Well, they dropped their bobby pin. A glitch in the matrix. Yeah, why is there a 3rd? I never use 3 bobby pins. I only use 2. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh man, there's also a bunch of people outside like doing work, and that was spooking me a little bit. Okay, so now I think what I'm just gonna do... Ooh, unfortunately, I was gonna do a 4-block trunk for this tree. But because of the space I'm using, I think I'll just do it like that. I think eventually I'll have it be like a 4... The bulk of the tree... I don't really know, actually, how... I'm not going to worry too hard about the bottom of it. Do you use bobby pins for anything besides your hair? No. I don't know where that bobby pin would have come from. Or for what. Okay. Oh, wait. This isn't the middle either? Where'd the middle go? I buried it. I mean, the middle is where the... Yeah, the middle's here. I'm just going to plant these back over here. Now that I'm not scared anymore. That's good enough. I chopped way more than that down, but that's fine. I don't really know how this is going to look. I'm going to make it nice and thick and chunky inside my house. Probably should have stayed on the roof. I'm also going to break out a lot more of this glass. It's got to be tall enough. Oh, man. It has to be tall enough to come out and hang and have a branch with a little... Like, it's got to go up to here to have a little baby birdhouse hanging off it. It's going to be a very little birdhouse, though. Like, it isn't going to be anything too crazy, I think. At least that's not my plan. I haven't found the birdhouse I'm going to build yet. I'm just looking at birdhouses on Minecraft that people have built. I just want one little hangy. Here's one that has a little heart door. That's cute. That's freaking adorable, in fact. Okay, let's just keep working. Oh, these were, those are old now. Let's just go keep working on the trunk. Yeah, it's just gonna hang right above, I think, actually. But I'm not really gonna have a way up there, except for flying in, which I have a feeling I'm gonna die doing. But that would be okay. All right, now how do we... It's gonna be a chunky inside of my house. You know. Hey, we do love a good tit. It already was pretty crammed in here, and we are not new to having a giant tree running up the center of our house. I just don't really know. This side needs more. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Is someone here? Or am I crazy? Things in Minecraft don't get hurt like that, right? Bobsum, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Could it be the butterfly? I don't know if that was... That's not bad looking. On a side note, that's all right. I don't know how to get back up. I kind of like that. And now that I know I can climb all the way up, I want to grab a piece of glass. Do I have any glass? Hi, Star. Hi. Hi, my love. For now, let's just put him there. By the door. Oh, wait, I can't climb this side. Should I be concerned about someone being here? Maybe. Well, I do think I need... I need this tree to be in like a 4-block kind of a thing. I'm gonna keep chirping. I feel like that was someone here. But I think that they're hidden and gone now. Yeah, this has to go way up. There are 3 other people on. Just eat me a seed real quick. Okay, so we're gonna keep going up with this. We got a lurker on our hands, maybe. I'm gonna put... I feel like... Have I made it worse? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep checking the trees and my ability. Just keep checking. Jackass Games, thanks for subscribing. I think what I need is probably some... I forgot. I immediately forgot. Ew! Ew! Okay, that's not it. That's definitely not the move. Something here is definitely off. Okay, that's better. We just gotta keep, like, mixing it up. We just gotta keep... Why am I hearing noises everywhere? Why am I so scared? I'm freaking out. Do I have vines that I can use? Or get? Where do I get vines from? I don't have vines down there anymore. Where would I get... I used them all. The ones that we had in the willow tree. The ghost videos are getting to me. Where could I go get... Okay, that's just a zombie becoming a drowned. That's fine. Hey, why is it doing that? That's so weird. At least I can still go up in my seed amount. Oh, if I just right-click the ground with seeds, it uses them. That's broken. Hold on. Now I see what's going on. So that's... Alright, so I figured out what's wrong with the seeds, at least. And I don't know that it can be fixed, but at least it's not hard to go out and get seeds. It just forces me to eat them no matter when I right-click them, including when I'm planting them. It also makes me eat an extra one every time I right-click. That's fine. Alright, I do love this part of the tree. This looks good, I think. I'm also excited for when we have, like, I want to get these guys out of here eventually. Now, if I want to go... What if... Here, I have a crazy idea. First. That didn't do what I wanted it to do at all. Why are so many zombies becoming drowned over here? Where are they? There. So there's those... Hey!
How are you? Look at this.
Were you the one sneaking around getting hurt?
No, I just got here. I was busy. I'm collecting materials.
Oh, I thought there was someone spying on me.
Is there? Do we have one of those again on the server?
I don't know. I heard someone getting hurt. Maybe it was just a butterfly or something.
Yeah. Butterflies like to get hurt. They go straight into these lamps.
Yeah. Oh, and I got a lot of those lamps.
What is that?
What's what?
I hear it too.
There's a horse. There's some
gurgling.
There's drowned down here.
Oh, that could have been.
Ah!
What
Help!
happened?
I fell down a hole. I fell down a hole. Ah!
No! Oh! Hold on! I will rescue. I don't have a shovel.
I found the drowned.
I got this.
I found the drowned.
I got this. I'm a superhero. I save people.
Oh, I can't even. Whoa.
That's it. That's
My.
3 for 3. I've saved 3 people today.
Really? All in just one day?
Yep. I'm getting good at this.
Wow. Who else did you save?
Oh, I saved Joey. and I saved who else did I save? I saved Jem as well. I saved her.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's a robot, so I kind of got stuck to her, and I couldn't get her off. So I.
What are you, like a magnet?
Yeah. She was stuck to me the whole time. It was a little awkward, but I fixed it.
Wow, you are a real hero.
I brought you a gift. Here, I brought you a gift.
Ooh.
Here you go. Ready?
Yes.
Bum. There you go, a nest for you.
Oh my!
There you go. And here, just in case if you die, you need to eat. There you go.
Oh, thank you. My seed supply was running low.
Have one of Lauren's children. She doesn't need them anymore.
Now I have an egg to be responsible for?
Yep. It's just Lauren's kids. Don't worry about it. If it dies, it dies.
But that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know. Do tits lay eggs?
I gotta do some reading up on tits to see what kind of things they do.
I know they do so many things. I've heard. You know,
I'm sure they lay eggs. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the bottom. I'm gonna do so much research on tits, and I'm gonna come back to you with it.
Yeah, please. I need to know. Let me know all the research you find out, and I'm gonna keep a journal for you.
All right, sweet. Perfect. And if I get in trouble again, I'll call you.
Okay, let me know. If anything bad happens, anybody tries to come and do some crazy stuff, you let me know. Even if it's a demon, I'll come by.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, be careful.
Let's go read about tits. Hi, Star. Whoa, shoot! I have a lot of responsibility now. Oh, did Sausage want the nighttime? Well, what do I... That's what you do with an egg, right? That's where that's supposed to... That's where that's supposed to go? I think. I am a mother now. I don't... Who flipped these? That wasn't me. Who? All right, I'm gonna put it in here. This is my special secret barrel. This is for me. I have a nest. Wait, I love it. Look at me in my nest. All right. We have a tree to finish building. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I had an idea. I have to sneeze. Woo! Thank you for the blessings. I do love my chirping ability. All right, I have an idea. I have a plan. Let me go this way. Whoops. Fell into one black hole. What were the odds they were just like... was that a trap for me? It felt like a trap. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Probably just paranoid. Oh, it's just a butterfly. Okay. It's just butterflies. It's just the butterflies. I am paranoid. I'm freaking out. We gotta separate these. There we go. So those will decay. I think I'm gonna just plant a sapling on top and then build out the tree from that. But I'm gonna get a few to trial run. Star! Oh, that's just a horse. I am genuinely on edge. I have a beehive here and there's no bees around and I don't know how to get bees. I have to like go find them and store them in that, I guess. Well, you know what? One sapling's enough. I also need bone meal. Let's gather these. We're gonna compost them. Oh man, that horse freaked me out too. I'm so scared. Why am I so scared? Okay. That should do it. For bone meal. Let's go home. Yeah, we can wait for some saplings actually out of the rest of these. We have so many seeds now too, which is good. That's great. Perfect, awesome, sick. I need bone meal because I'm gonna bone meal a bunch of birch saplings to put. I'm hoping I get something funky like these tall, weird ones. And I can build the top of the tree out of it. Or something like that. That was so scary. That was so scary falling in that hole. Boop, boop. Alright, come on. Everyone decay, please. I want some saplings. There's one. All right, I can't reach those ones. But I think that's it. We only got 7. That's okay. There's a lot of butterflies over here. It's all Scott's old family. Because they're not his family anymore. Doo-doo-doo. So I'm thinking... First, to get bone meal, we're going to put all of the birch leaves. And I will need to go and get more birch leaves. But I need some bone meal. I mean, I could go to Megan's skeleton farm. I think it just cost like some diamonds. I don't really know where it is though. I have to go get the coordinates. Because that would be good. This is working. For now. Well, if you can just jump in the composter. I mean, really, anybody can jump in a composter. Oop. Do. That should be enough just to grow my one tree. And hopefully we just get a good one. Alright, that'll do. Back to the top of my house. Which I don't really... I hit space! Well, I hated that. I think, let me heal up. Yeah, it just doesn't work like a firework does. It just isn't the same thing. Or I need more practice with it, but practicing with it is, like, deadly. Alright, I still have to get up there. But what I figure... Oops. Is... I'll just build up from here. I also don't know if I want it to be this tall. I also don't like this branch. It does need to be this tall, actually. Well, actually, can I come down here and see? It's really going to be a tiny little house. What do we think? I plant a birch tree on top of that, and I might get... I don't know. I hate building custom trees. I hate building custom trees. Let's get up there and try it. I feel like I definitely need to keep making the trunk thick. But we're gonna make it also really branchy and leafy. Alright, let's give it a try. I got the absolute littlest birch tree I possibly could have. That's great. We love that. Red Rocky, thanks for subscribing for a whole year. Thank you so much. Wait, do I need to plant these a specific way to make them be really, really tall? It's not a 4x4. I think it's just... Uh-oh. I don't know if that'll work, actually. Hi. Hi, Star. Let's try it again. Hi. Yeah. You're sweet. I don't know. I don't know if you can get a tall one. Red Games, thanks for subscribing. Oh, I see what people are saying to do. Put a block to the side to force it to be tall. Well, My bed is so far. Oh, wait, it's right here. Star, I hear you running around. There we go. Hi. You being active today. All right, I don't know if that'll work. I think I'm just gonna place dirt here and pillar. I don't have any more bone meal. Where you going? Ah! Oh. She's trying to burrow. Go on. There you go. She's just burrowing under my comforter. All right. You need a lot of bone meal to force it. Does it have to be forced? Because I don't have any more bone meal. What's that? It's a horse. It's always a horse. It's just a horse. Did you just come back out? What happened? Bean? Okay, she unburrowed because she was displeased with her space of burrowing. All right. Should we try going to Megan's composter? Let me see if I know where the coordinates to it are. That would be in the shop's place, I bet. Ooh, I don't know what the price is gonna be. All right. Well, what else could we do for the compost? Because I really only have so much I can use for that. Does anyone know how much Megan charges at her thing? Should I just bring diamonds? Let me just bring diamonds. Let's just go get a bunch of bones, and I'll bring all my diamonds. Boom. And we'll go fly there. I forget that I can fly places. All right, we're gonna... I didn't realize this takes up so much of the screen on this. Where did I change this to? How do I make you not so big? How do I make it not so big? Why did I make it so big? It's the GUI. Where do I find that? Oh, here. Oh, there we go. That's at least a little bit better. Butterfly. No bad guys. Okay, we're going to fly to 219, which is that way, and 2500, which is that way. I am scared. There we go. It does work real well when you're already flying, but it does not work to launch yourself like a firework rocket. And it also... Actually, yes, it does. This is awesome. Sick. I love this. I'm going way too far. It's 2587 and then 219. Oh, I don't know why I used that. Yeah, it actually kind of does work. It's really good. Is it somewhere? It's really close to her house, apparently. Oh, and now I can get... That's been discovered. So it's 219. 2587. $219 this way into that was a 1 block fall. I just got really scared. This must be it, right? This is cool. I'm guessing it's down here. And more down. The stairs got a little bit different. Gotta be careful of monsters too, because they could be. They could be around any corner. Wait, I'm lost now. Uh-oh. Oh, I have to go back up. We have ended up simply in her mine. This is not the proper way. She needs a sign. Girl, get a sign. Because I got lost. Because I'm stupid. And it's hard for me to go upstairs. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, there's... Oh, there is some signs. There is a sign. Girl, put some glow ink on that sign. Girl, I can't see it. My little bird eyes. Where did I come from? This way. So the waterfall... Oh. Is that way. Well, how was I supposed to see that? I'm just too small and blind. Shop below, all prices are in diamonds. Bones. 3 stack. 2 half? What does that mean? How do I get 3 stacks? 2 half of what? 3 stacks? 3? 3 for stack, 2 for half stack? Is that what it is? Okay, cool. Take 2 stacks. Is that where I'm supposed to put those? Or is this where... Ooh. I'm just peeking. I think I could just leave them in there. Or cut the diamond in half. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't come here for an XP. Just simply for the bones. Well, the sign needs to be over here, in my opinion. Because I'm stupid and I didn't know.
Narrator. Narrates all. Narrator
Narrates
off.
nothing. I like that he says it in such a way that it's like... Narrator narrates all. Okay, let's get over to Megan's where I feel safer flying from. And let's go home. Oh wait, you know what we can do now? Sweet! Okay. I think what we need to do is be flying and then use the ability. And then it works like a firework rocket. Okay, we are going to pillar back up here, though. That's super cool. Okay, so we're trying to force a giant birch tree. We might even get an ugly one. Does it take a lot? Is this even gonna work? This might not even work. Make the block diagonal, like that. Is it up too high? We have this here because we have to force it to be tall. I don't think this is gonna work. The dirt block there is so that it doesn't end up being a tiny dinky birch tree. Bring it down by one. What, the dirt block? Or maybe the dirt block. We'll bring the dirt block down. It won't grow because it's raining? I don't think that's how plants in Minecraft work. I don't think rain in Minecraft has ever stopped something from growing. Is there a rainbow? Sometimes there's a rainbow. Okay, so we think this is too high? Maybe? It only needs one block of dirt. They're not big trees. They're just tall. I don't know about this. I don't think it'll work. I think you need light around it. Bruh, there's sunlight. That should be plenty. I think it just doesn't work. I think it just doesn't work. You need a torch. You're outside. You do not need a torch. Well, I might just have to build it by hand, which honestly is basically just a straight line of birch. But all that for nothing. Remove dirt, grow tree, then place dirt back. How do you grow a tree without the dirt? How do you do that? This needs to stay because if I remove it and then grow the tree, you guys don't know why this is here. I take it. I think you don't know why this is here. If I take this away and grow it, it'll be a regular birch tree. We don't want that. We have this here to force it to be a tall birch tree. If I remove it, we are surefire gonna get a small birch tree. I could remove the sapling and try again, but that literally has to stay. Grass is not the problem. I don't think this is the way to make it work. I don't think it's the way to make it work. It does not need to be a wall of dirt and torches, I don't believe, when you're outside. Let it grow on its own. I don't think it will. Yeah, I think it just simply doesn't work like this. Plus, this is a modded tree I'm trying to grow, so it just might simply not work this way. You think it needs to be one further away? That's too far. That won't stop a little one from growing, I think. Yeah, that's exactly. And that was a waste of a lot of bone meal. That's okay, though. I think the block is obstructing it. No, 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 that's the point. We needed him. This is not what we wanted. So we have to take him down and try again. I don't think a torch matters. I don't think the torch matters. I don't think it has to be glass either. But I could also just build the birch tree myself. It has to be glass? Why does it have to be glass? Let's try it. I'm willing to try it. Let's get rid of him. I just wanted to see what kind of natural one I get. Because it seemed like it'd be fun. I really don't think that it needs to be dirt. I mean glass, but... let's do it. Wait, how did this get here? Did I place that there already? Wait, was I... hello? Did I do that already? Hi, my love star. Oh my god, I completely forgot I placed it. Or I genuinely, I didn't mean to. Because I don't think that's where I wanted it. It might be. Yeah, is that where I want it? I literally didn't mean to put that down. Oops. Is that the right spot? Oh my god, I did that by accident. Yeah, it doesn't need to be glass. It could be any block, I'm pretty sure. That's okay. I think we're trying to force a tall tree with, and this is a modded series, so I think it just doesn't work the same way as people have done it, because the people that have done it with vanilla trees. I'm doing it with a modded tree. You made a tall birch tree. No, I didn't. I want that tall. I gotta make that kind. These are modded birch trees. I don't know if it works like this. I don't think it'll work like this. There are not different saplings. It is unfortunately the same sapling. Google will not help because it's a mod. So I also don't know which mod I'd have to look into. It won't work for modded probably. I think that's just the problem. It's modded. I think you just have to build them. And that's okay. Build it, and they will come. That I get the absolute shortest one that I possibly could. I think I'm going to take that down. I think it's too short. I think he's not tall enough. I don't think you can force a tall tree. You definitely can in vanilla Minecraft. I don't think you can force one of these. I don't think that's not tall enough. That's definitely too short. Well, I mean, I can make that work, I guess. It's just ugly. I have to make it look better. The way Gem does it is a vanilla tree, so that's why that works. This is not a vanilla tree, so I don't think it works quite the same. I have so much stuff. Yeah, the vanilla method of getting the tall tree is the one everyone's talking about. But I do not believe it works on these. I need to make this whole thing a lot thicker, I think. Whoops. I'm really taking fall damage like a champ. This doesn't look good, though. It needs more branches and more leaves. I think I'm ready to get some more birch logs and leaves. That dinky tree on top is so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out a bunch of branches and then put in a lot of... I'm just not good at custom trees. I just really wanted to cheat by getting one of these and then just filling it in with leaves. But no, the game doesn't let you do that. When will you start doing MCC practice? Not today. That is not on the agenda for today. I need shears. Do I have wood? I mean, iron. I lost all my iron. I lost every bit of my iron. I lost every itty bitty bit of my iron. I think I'm gonna have to go to the iron shop if that's open. Is it open? Oh, I definitely have plenty of birch logs. I didn't realize I have even more of these. that at spawn? The iron shop? Where's that at? Shops. Discounts available for players who are 1 block or smaller. That's me! I think that's at spawn. Cool. Let's go to spawn. Let's take a quick trip. Because I can fly. I literally don't need rockets. I'm amazed that the ability comes back so fast because the other one has a really slow cooldown. Who took a bite out of Mika's cake? Who took a bite? Who did that? You know what? I don't know where spawn is from here. Where am I? I'm lost. I literally am lost. I can't remember how to get to spawn. If I go to Scott's, I usually can find it. Oh, wait, is it this way? No. Is it this way? Because I've always gone... I'm going to build my hanging tree house kind of like his lantern, actually. I just always remember from when we first logged into the server, we went this way through Scott's. But I just can't remember where we came from. Because also I was a shadow and I couldn't see. Where the heck is spawn at? Why can't I remember? Where in the heck am I? Where in the heck am I? Oh my god. Let me go get Scott's waypoint. And we'll go that way. I wanted to fly there. But I genuinely can't for the life of me remember how to get there. I also don't know where Scott put his waypoint. He doesn't live here anymore, so definitely not going to be over on this side. Oh, there it is. That'll do. I wanted to fly. All right, shops. I need to build a shop. I need to decide on a shop. That's not it. That's it. Shops, I mean, the shop area of spawn's looking real cute. Okay. Hope the prices are in diamonds. That's all I brought. Must be this short for discounts. You bet I am. We get a discount. That's so fun. 3 stacks, 2 diamonds. Are you kidding me? Three stacks for 2 diamonds? Is that really it? Is that really it? Oh, I can't go. I'm curious what the tall people prices are. What are the tall people paying? 1 stack, 1 diamond. Whoa. Whoa. Free flowers! Don't mind if I do. Well, that's amazing. Did someone close up the cave that we had dug? Yeah, they did. All right. Back home. I guess I could take this back because... Yeah, that's just not big enough. I think I need it to be taller so I can dangle a little house off of it better. I'll just do it by hand, I think. Do. I guess, though, I can just take these. Whew. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Zambi, thank you for subscribing. Shadow of Spades, thank you for the tier 3. Kelly, thanks for subscribing. Black Kawaii, thank you for subscribing. Okay. I think I'm going to build up to where I want the top of it to be. I think here. I don't think I want it to be too excessively big. But then I don't really know how birch leaves are on the birch tree. It's more like this, right? Gotta make it look like a real birch tree up here. Trying to look at a birch tree as an example. I don't really know. I'm a birb, Dragon Nova, and Persephone. Thank you for your prime. That's ugly. Obviously, it's too skinny, but that's something we're gonna work on. I hate custom trees. I hate building custom trees. I don't know how to do the branch part. How am I gonna do? These bits are gonna go too. I'm just building it up, and then I just wanted to put a top on it for now, but we are going to make it much bigger than that. I need more dirt, in fact, because I think... Actually, do you think I could... I wonder... All right, I needed a little help that time. We're going to try and land on the top. That is definitely not what, like, a regular birch tree looks like. That doesn't matter, though. Okay. All right. Seaton, thank you for subscribing. Where's our dirt tower? It's on this side. Okay. Oops. kinds of branches sticking out at different levels. Oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just such a small birb. Okay. Katie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Okay. My poor tiny bird bones. What is that? Oh, it's just a squid. Ew! I hate it. Oh, no. What was that? What was that? That's like a player, right? That's usually the player hurt sound. What is happening? What is happening? I tried Googling a picture of a big tree. I mean, it's gonna have more leaves to fill it out too. This looks so bad. Silverfish! Oh, don't look at my ugly creation. He's just waving. He just wants a hug. I'm trying to build a custom big giant birch tree, and I'm so bad at custom trees. And I think I'm being stalked. I think there's like someone lurking. That hurt sound had to be a player, right? Ooh, I can show you my greenhouse though. Well, now it's... Oh, I left my bed! I left it on the roof. I need to sleep? That's my greenhouse. That whole monstrosity is going to get fixed. I'm taking those little arms down. Little army things. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know how to build a giant tree. Sleeping through this night. Good, 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 good. I think the inside's much better. I like the inside a lot more. This is my little storage and furnace area. This is my tree. This is my enchanting corner, my farm corner. And this is my nest, because I'm a bird, because I'm only 1 block tall. Oh boy. I need to get rid of so much of that birch tree from the top though. Maybe I've gone too tall. Maybe I did too much. Ew. But I'm trying to hang a teeny bird. Maybe I make it like especially teeny. All right, let me try some. Da-da-da-da. I need a rocket. I'm going up. I'm going to the very, very top of this guy. We're taking him down. At least a bit. Where'd my shears go? Aw. It's been raining a lot today on the server. I have some thoughts. I have some ideas. We're taking it down a bit, and we're going to make it a bit girthier. I think that's the move. I gotta stop just jumping off stuff. Someone else around here, though. Someone's lurking in my woods. I don't think that hurt sound comes from anything but a player. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a lot of blocks floating around. Oh, I thought that butterfly was a player. Someone's in my forest, I think. I think they're spying on my little birb self. All right, so we've got this girthy bit. Maybe that's tall enough. And then I'm going to hang an itty-bitty, teeny-tiny little bird hangout. It's going to be so small. Someone said it might be the butterflies. I don't think they make that sound, though. Do they make that sound? Should I kill one to find out? They shouldn't make that sound. That's like a people sound. All right. Shoot. How do we... I don't know what to do. Maybe I do get help. I knew this part would be hard. I'm not a custom tree person. But dang, it's like real hard. It's not Joey. At the very least, we know who's online. Oh my god, it's only Lizzie online now. I don't think it's Lizzie. Okay, maybe it is just a butterfly. Maybe I'm just freaking out. Zick Rimeter, thank you for subscribing. Let me make that one go away. I don't know if that's going to look good, but... I like the trunk from the inside. Please don't ask me to ask other people on the server questions. I will not be doing that. Okay, so this is like a place to start. This is a place to start. And maybe the parrot. Oh, my dear. Do you know who the parrot is? It's me. I'm the parrot. I'm the one doing the parrot noises. There's my blocks, too. Boink. I've decided custom trees are the worst thing ever to build. I hate it. I hate it. Weren't you going to build the tree out of planks and slabs? Yeah, I abandoned that idea because I wanted to have the birch trunk. I wanted to have it be nice and thick. I will do a spiral tree another time because I like the build that I found for it. It was just really cool. It's just a really cool build. But yeah, we abandoned that. It's just the leaf part. It's just the leaf part I don't know what to do. I wanted to build it here now on stream. That's why I wasn't looking for anyone to help me. I'm just trying to do it right here, right now. But I'm going to look up some pictures and get some inspiration for... I don't know how you do, like, the branches and leaves part of a tree like this. So I'm going to steal some inspo from Google. The ones on Google are all too big. Man, it's been raining a bunch on the server, too. I mean, I could do the slabs and stairs thing for the top branches part of the tree. It won't exactly look natural. You do always need a good reference image. I'm the last person who can do custom trees. Anything else, I can do it. I also don't like this block being here. I don't like any of these being here. Or him. I think he needs to be there. Whoops. I'm finessing the trunk still a bit. really care what direction they're facing either. I figure half the time you're building a tree, just keep adding stuff to it, and a tree will continue to form in some way or another. Bum, 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 bum. Man, Google Images for trees is pretty disappointing on Minecraft. There's not like a whole ton. Unless it's like a really, really thick tree. I could do each of these little sticky out bits as branches, and then I just load leaves into that. I think that's what I do. I think I got an idea. My brain's on. My brain is switching on. It is turning on. Alonzo to Cookie, thank you for the $10. Do you have a favorite font? Yeah, the one that I use as my subtitles, my YouTube videos, is called Cool Vetica. That one. Castellation, thank you for subscribing for a year. Did I say that one? I don't remember. All right, I have a thought. I have an idea. I have a plan. The cogs are turning. Because I do think the like up and down thing I did before, but a little bit less. So like that. But just that many. We'll just see if this ends up coming out how I'm hoping. That one's up more. Woo! Why am I parkouring? I'm a birb with 6 health. 8 health. Okay. Now, I'm gonna thicken these out and flesh them out a little bit. The leaves, this is the part, it'll look ugly until I put leaves in. It's like when you're doing your makeup and it's ugly until you put on the very last, like, product. Like, I feel like my face doesn't look good with makeup until I put on the absolute final mascara. But I am gonna also, like, I'm gonna girth these out a little bit. We're gonna add some dimension to these guys. Not like that. Like this. We're gonna add a little bit of dimension in here. How do I get down? Whew. Okay. Okay, now they're taking shape. But rainbow? No rainbow. I need to make them longer now, I think. Now they're a little bit too close to the body of the tree. But they're looking funky, looking cool. I like it. Red Panda Lover, thank you for subscribing. You do kind of have to... I actually have to back up a bit. You do kind of have to trust the process. And then also, the leaves are going to be game-changing. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see. If you die, will the stream end, or will you just go do something else? I'm not going to die. I just simply will not die. Dear God, I hope not. I think I'm going to add some length to all of these by a little bit. And a bit extra of these guys like that. I can't really get up to that one. Okay, let's see how that looks. I think now I'm ready to just start chucking leaves in there. We could always add more logs. Yeah, that actually ended up looking good. I still don't know how I'm going to hang the birdhouse off of it, but honestly, that's like that's a problem for later. I can always stick that branch out more. It's going to be this side. I'm going to do the left branch as the birdhouse branch. I have this many leaves, and I think I need some more. So let's go. Whee! That was too high. That was way too high. Okay. I'm going to go for this. Building as a little birb is very scary, I will say. Do I leave it? Do I just leave this here now? It's kind of away from my house, so I don't really care that it's a little bit ugly. Oop. Let's just pick up everything we dropped. See, the chirp ability takes a really long time to come back. But your, like, launching firework ability comes back often. There's a lot down here. Oh, there's still more. Oh, they're on top of there. Okay, that's fine. This should be good. This should be enough for now. Boing. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Look at our tree up there. I can see him. Just busting out of our greenhouse. Is that the one whole block I fell down? Let me fix that. That's where all those zombies were. Okay. It's cute. We're going to hang a lot of lights and end rods in it, too. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That actually came out really good, I think. Now, I don't know how we do leaves. I think we need, like, a system, like a pattern we go with. Because we need a lot of leaf happening. Spam leaves till it looks good is my tactic. That's a good tactic, I'd say. I'm going to make like a flat layer here. And then like we go up and make a thick layer. One there. One there. Then we go up another layer. Well, then we also need some filling in over here. Okay, I'm going to do each branch, and then I'm going to go up and do the top, and I'm going to do it pretty thick, I think. Pretty darn thick, if you ask me. That's pretty good. Then we got this guy. I do have a bit of a pattern I'm working with, and I will go back in and probably fill it in more. And then we've got the mother load. I think I'm going to do a whole full layer here. Like just packed in. I don't really know. Let's go down and see how this looks. Okay, definitely needs more. It definitely needs a lot more, but we're on a good path here, I think. See, it never gets me too high. I always need a rocket to get me higher. Okay. So, what we actually need to do is make it even more full. And I think bring it up an amount. Everything needs to come forward. Stuck. Use leaves. Okay. I am so focused. Still needs to be fuller. We need more leaves. More leaves! Which means more shears. Oh, I didn't put my iron away. Let's put the rest of the iron away after. Whew. Oh, definitely underneath the branches. I'm just looking at the top. And then I'm going to start just sporadically placing them all over the like base of the tree and underneath next. Okay. And we're going to hang some of these soul lanterns up there. Oh. It looks really good. I think I want the branches even to extend farther, which I could always do later too. Let's make another shear. Let me make 2. And let's, oops, make some iron blocks and put that away. Let's also put our flowers away because I took flowers and our diamonds were done with. These were all done with too. And I'll use some of this. But we need more birch leaves. W for Wumbo, thank you for subscribing. Wow. You know, can I just say, since I freaking died, I had my death planned out already. It was gonna be, I was gonna build the house, and then the episode after that, the next one, I was gonna do a bit about how birds can't see glass, and I was actually planning to die by flying into my glass house because I didn't see it. But instead, I used my little bird ability and crashed into a tree. And that's all I'm gonna have for the next Afterlife episode, is all that I filmed for this stream. And then I think a bonus reveal of my next origin, probably, because there's not even enough footage. I didn't even want to use this footage for the episode. That's why I left the chat and the sub box on stream, because I wasn't going to use any of it. I like the Afterlife episodes being clean without any of that stuff. That's okay, though, because that was so freaking funny. Also, I clicked respawn without showing you my next origin. Oh boy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna go read. That was like, I was 2 blocks off the ground and I hit the tree. I was 2 blocks off the ground and I hit the tree. Everyone here has to make a promise with me. Everyone here has to make a promise with me that you're going to watch the next Afterlife episode. Shut up. Everyone here has to make a promise. You all have to promise that you're going to watch the episode even though you were literally here. And I'm going to reveal the new origin in it anyway, so you definitely want to watch the episode. You all better be pinky promising me you're going to go watch the episode. And keep your mouths shut. 2 pinky promises. Maybe do talk about it. It'll make people want to watch it. I don't know. I can't decide. I was not ready for that. I wasn't ready for that to happen. Oh man, I wanted to have one more episode as a burb. All right, hugs. Live, laugh, love, Taylor Swift. Linz. Tasnia. Flux Cube. That's not. Tadu Knee. Everyone bring it in for a hug. Pinky promises you will watch the next Afterlife episode, and Shoot, actually, I don't care. You can talk about how I died. It'll make people more excited to go see the video. But maybe they might come watch the VOD, and I don't want them to do that. I want them to watch the YouTube video. Well, I guess I'm not a birb anymore. Goodbye!